Alert.
We have breaking news in Alexandria, where we just learned an Alexandria City High School student was stabbed and killed during a fight in a shopping center parking lot.
This happened around lunchtime in the Bradlee Shopping Center. That's about half a mile from Alexandria City High School. 7 News' Heather Graff, she is live on the scene with what police just told her. Heather?
Well, Michelle and Allison, we got that sad update from police within just the last hour that, as you mentioned, a student at Alexandria City High School was stabbed and died from his injuries after a massive fight broke out in the shopping center parking lot here behind me. I want to take you right to some video we shot as this police investigation was all unfolding earlier today. Police say they were called here at about 12:30 p.m. and when they got to the shopping center parking lot, they say there was an active fight underway involving between 30 and 50 people. That's when police also found the 18-year-old victim who they say had been stabbed. They say he was rushed to the hospital but did not survive. He died from his injuries, and this incident, of course, happening just blocks from the school where he was a student.
We've got to come together as a community. We have to recognize and protect each other. We ask that anybody have any information reference to this incident to please help us so we can put those folks behind where they need to be in custody.
And as you heard, no arrest at this hour, but police say they have a lot of witnesses to talk to and they have a lot of video evidence to go through, cameras all around the shopping center parking lot. We also want to give you an update on the impact this is having to Alexandria City High School. We're told that the school was put into lockdown and what they call secure building mode as this was all happening here. Since then, they are now doing a staggered dismissal that started at about 3:15 this afternoon. And again, those students getting out of school to learn that one of their classmates was killed here earlier today. We'll have another update for you coming up tonight at 5. For now, we're live in Alexandria. Heather Graff, 7 News.
So the Alexandria Police Department at approximately 12:26 hours received a call for service for a large fight in the 3600 block of King Street, the Bradlee Shopping Center. Officers arrived on scene and found approximately 30 to 50 people fighting. It was an active fight. We also identified a victim that suffered a stab wound and was transported to a local hospital. Since then, he succumbed to his injuries. We're actively investigating this incident right now. We are going through all the witnesses' information as well as the video information, and we ask that anybody have any additional helpful information, please to call Detective Escobar at 703-746-6819 or our non-emergency number at 703-746-4444.
What can you tell us about the victim?
That's a great question. It's a Alexandria City High School student that is 18 years old.
Was it a male or a female?
I believe it's a male.
Okay. Do you know why the fight started?
I do not. We responded when the call came in.
Anybody under custody?
At this time, it's an active investigation. We're following up all those leads.
Are you looking for one person, more than one person? Do we know?
I don't have that information.
You have this big area, busy area. Were there any witnesses who were able to tell you about anything that they saw?
There's a lot of witnesses as well as video that they're combing through right now. As you can see, we do have a lot of space to cover.
How long will the shopping center be closed?
I don't know.
Okay, are the stores open right now or are all the stores closed?
I believe the stores are open at this time.
You said the victim succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Can you tell us where he was stabbed?
I don't have that, unfortunately.
Do you know how many times the person was stabbed?
I don't have that as well.
Talk about the relationship with the school system. What's happening with the school?
They're actively doing what they need to do administratively to make notifications and make a safe departure.
What's the message to the larger community? Obviously, we have an active police investigation here. We have the high school on lockdown just a few blocks away, and a high schooler who's been killed here today.
We've got to come together as a community. We have to recognize and protect each other. We ask that anybody have any information reference to this incident to please help us so we can put those folks behind where they need to be in custody.
Do you think by chance is any kind of gang activity or anything like that?
I don't have that information.
We also know there's been fights in the shopping center before. What's being done to address that? It seems like an ongoing issue.
So we have been working with this shopping center specifically to identify ways to improve the security, and I believe they've also provided some additional security as well.
Was there private security and or police here when the fight broke out?
I don't believe we were here in this shopping center at the time of the fight. And I'm not sure if the security folks were as well.
What type of use of surveillance camera in this environment will you be culling through?
Any and all video that we have available will be going through.
Could we possibly expect, an update on suspect description or suspect vehicle? Do we think the suspects did have a vehicle? Did they leave on foot? Any other details you can provide
Anything
there?
that we can give, we will provide as quickly as we possibly can.
Purposes of the tape, name and title.
Sure. It's Captain Ballantine, B as in boy, Allantine.
First name.
Courtney, Courtney.
Earlier you were telling me 30 to 50 people. Can you elaborate on that?
It was approximately 30 to 50 people that were engaged in the fight.
Teenagers, high schoolers?
We don't have all their ages, so I wasn't here, so I don't know exactly what the age was.
And I'm sorry, just for clarity, the 18-year-old who died is a student at the high school nearby?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.